And just to go over some of his main points that he just talked about, standardized testing cannot measure one real quality. Tests are biased, the privileged have better opportunity for preparation, and they focus on acquisition of facts rather than comprehension. Now we will invite Lauren up to speak about the pros for standardized testing. Lauren?
Characteristics of an effective student testing system, Phelps 2006. Consequences of eliminating standardized testing. Standardized testing has often been measured against utopian perfection rather than what is likely to take place in its absence. It is true that neither standardized testing nor the manner in which they are administered will ever be perfect, but the consequences of abandoning standardized testing are far perfect too. One likely consequence of eliminating standardized testing is a system of social promotion with many levels of nominally the same subject matter, ranging from classes for the self-motivated kids to those of the kids who quit trying years before, the kids the system has ignored ever since. Too often, the result is a system that graduates functional illiterates. In schools where students are routinely passed whether or not they earn it, teachers brave enough to assign failing grades may well have their marks changed by school administrators, thus allowing the failing students to graduate and avoid controversy. In schools where some students pass courses and graduate despite doing little work, other students and their parents will assume that they too can pressure school and their parents, school administrators, for easy credentials. Behind-the-scenes prerogatives become the implicit academic standards. Another likely consequence of eliminating high-stakes standardized testing is the large-scale institution of remedial programs in colleges to compensate for any deficiencies in instruction in elementary and secondary schools. A third likely consequence of eliminating high-stakes standardized testing is a blackout of reliable information on student performance anywhere outside a student's own school district. Eliminating high-stakes standardized testing would increase schools' reliance on teacher grading and testing, which are far more likely to prove idiosyncratic and non-generalizable than any standardized test. Individual teachers can narrow the curriculum to what they prefer personally. Grades are susceptible to inflation as students learn teachers' idiosyncrasies and how to manipulate their opinions. According to research on the topic, many teachers, when assigning marks, tend to consider non-cognitive outcomes, including student class participation, perceived effort, progress over the period of the course, and comportment. Actual subject matter mastery is just one among the many factors. Moreover, given most teachers' relatively brief training in testing and measurement, it is not clear that their testing and grading practices would be superior, even if they focus on only subject matter mastery. If the curriculum is not tested, it is difficult to know if it works. Without standardized testing, reliably gauging student progress becomes problematic for anyone outside the classroom. One must accept whatsoever what each teacher says without standardized tests. Points comparison for different classrooms becomes progressively rarer. Without either common standards or high-stakes standardized tests, there may be no effective way to monitor system-wide performance at all. Some U.S. teachers may do a wonderful job in their totally customized classes, but some may be doing an awful job. How is one to know or tell which? One must hope that teachers will face down their own natural inclinations, as well as those of students, parents, and schools, to avoid accountability and hold themselves and their students to high standards of performance regardless. One must only hope that teachers will know how.